Hello, everyone. Welcome to a brand new episode of Predictions with PCJ. I am your friend and host, PCJ, the Pop Culture Junkie. This has been a long time coming. Been trying to get around to doing a brand new predictions episode for the longest. Just life gets in the way. Got a lot of things going on at once, and we've had a crazy 17, 18 months we've been dealing with some really craziness in the real world. So a lot of things happening in my world, in my life, and finally got a little time to sit down and knock out a brand new predictions video, which we're going to talk about one of my favorite pay-per-views coming up this week in less than 2 days. We have WWE Crown Jewel on Thursday afternoon. It's about 1 p.m. my time. And it is, of course, taking place over in Saudi Arabia again. And it's where we hope that the wrestlers who are going to be participating in this show do not get held hostage again. We will see. Look it up if you're not familiar with that. That actually happened for a little bit, even though they are not sharing the full story on what went down. Anyways, we're going to talk about the predictions for the show, talk about the matches they have scheduled, and I'll let's try that again. I will share with you my predictions on the outcomes of these matches. Now, let's be honest, the Crown Jewel shows, the Greatest Royal Rumbles, etc., all these shows, they're booked a specific way compared to any other pay-per-view during the normal part of the year when they're in places not in Saudi Arabia. The matches tend to be very quick, very predictable, very easily predictable, and not a whole lot usually happens that you're shocked by. So we'll see what happens. I don't, in my personal opinion, I don't believe they should even be going over into this area of the world and putting on any kind of show. Too much to go over right now, and we're not going to get into that, but I just don't believe they need to be doing these shows at all. In my opinion. That's my opinion. Don't hold it against me. Let's go to the card. And I'll share with you all the matches that have been announced so far. Starting off, we have the man who is undefeated at Crown Jewel, Mansoor versus Mustafa Ali. This is a tag team that was thrown together. They had 2 matches or so and never got fully established, never were trying to become tag champs, anything at all. And then a week ago, they split them up just so they could have a match against each other at Crown Jewel. The lock of the century pick, if you don't pick this, you're a fool. It's going to be Mansoor with the win. Next match on the list I have in front of me here shows the Queen Crown Finals. This is the Queen of the Ring Finals being held in Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel. The final 2 competitors, they've been doing a bracket tournament for the last few weeks on Raw and SmackDown. The final 2 are Zelina Vega versus Doudrop. Okay. So many problems with this Queen of the Ring bracket, let alone the King of the Ring one we'll get to in a minute as well. We have Zelina Vega versus Doudrop in the finals. Doudrop was the winner on Monday because she was in the Kirifuda clutch by Shayna Baszler, and after being in the hold for quite some time, Doudrop was simply able to just roll backwards and lay on top of Shayna Baszler to get the pin, and quickly hopped out and was fine. But yeah, let's not sell the Kirifuda clutch. Okay. Who's going to win? It's going to be Doudrop. Vince has got something about her, and I'm not knocking her. I think she's a great wrestler. She was great on the indies. But for what they're doing in WWE, it doesn't work in my opinion. But it's going to be Doudrop. There's more story going there, and for some reason, Zelina Vega just cannot get on any kind of roll. Every time we think they're going to do something with her, she gets pinned and buried, and nothing happens. Same said about Liv Morgan, who should win this, who should have won this. All right, next match, we have the finals of the King of the Ring tournament for the men. And the finals are Finn Balor against Xavier Woods. I don't even know why he was in this tournament to begin with. But we have those 2 as our finals. Probably going to be Xavier Woods because they continuously push the New Day people, even though New Day was supposed to be broken up a year ago when they did the brand switches, and they're still on opposite shows, so why are they even... I don't get it. I wish the New Day never existed, let alone stuck around for 6, 7 years it's been. I don't know. The smart choice is going to be Finn Balor, but it's probably going to be Woods. I want Finn Balor because Finn could at least do something with this. Next, we have a no-holds-barred match. Bill Goldberg versus Bobby Lashley. Oh, God. Okay, so we have two muscle-headed guys that neither one can carry a match on their own. And they're going to have this matchup as a no-holds-barred, thankfully, so they can include weapons, because they got to have something in there to make this match last longer than 5 seconds. And we'll see. Who knows? Maybe Goldberg will get concussed again and spear himself into another ring pole. Who knows? He might even try to hit the jackhammer on Lashley and almost paralyze him like he almost paralyzed Undertaker at the last time. Who's going to win here? I have a feeling it's going to be Goldberg. I'm feeling that they're going to just put the older star over. So we'll say Goldberg. Now this match is probably the one and only match I'm looking forward to at this show. Edge versus Seth Rollins in a Hell in a Cell match. We're finally getting a surprise Hell in a Cell match. We haven't had a surprise Hell in a Cell match in forever. I can't remember the last time. We get the Hell in a Cell pay-per-view every year, except I think they've scratched it this year. And that never makes any sense. Why have a pay-per-view called Hell in a Cell if you don't even have feuds or rivalries that require the use of a cell? They've just been put into a cell match because the name of the pay-per-view was Hell in a Cell. Makes no sense. So I'm glad we have this. They have been building a feud over the last few weeks or month now or such, or a few months actually, a couple months. And so we've culminated to a Hell in a Cell where they can both get their hands on each other. Nobody can run away. There's no escape. There has to be a winner. So it's been done correctly for the first time in a very long time. When's the last time we had a actual Hell in a Cell match that required a cell to be part of it, the storyline? So who's going to win? It's got to be Edge. Edge has got to get the win, right? Come on. Babyfaces primarily go over at these shows, so I'm going to say Edge. All right, next up we have the Raw Tag Team title match. The champions, Riddle and Randy Orton versus AJ Styles and Omos. I could care less about this. Just put the titles back on Styles and Omos, or finally split up Omos and Styles, even though the strong rumors backstage is that nobody feels Omos is ready to be on his own, and they want him to stay with Styles because otherwise he's going to be either botching or God knows what else. That's going to ruin the show. I mean, how can you ruin so much more than what they do sometimes already? Let's go with RK Bro. They're probably going to retain the titles, though. All right, next we have a triple threat match. Becky Lynch, who is the current SmackDown Women's Champion, who has already been traded to Raw, against Bianca Belair and Sasha Banks. This is a triple threat match. Again, as Michael Cole likes to remind us every time he talks about it, the winner doesn't have to pin the champion to win. Blah, blah, blah. We're not stupid. Well, they think we are. Who's going to win this? I guess they're going to make it, seem like somebody would win, like Sasha, because I think, is Sasha still on SmackDown? Becky's been traded to Raw, and chances are we're just going to see on Raw next week, Charlotte and Becky switch belts, just trade them off, I guess. But I'm going to say Becky should win. She should retain. There's no reason to drop the belt anytime soon, even though she's on Raw. This is where, again, you should have had the draft after this pay-per-view. Just makes no sense. So I'm going to say Becky, but maybe Sasha. Bianca didn't need the belt back. She didn't need it to begin with. She's still too green, in my opinion, for the title, but I'll say Becky might retain. Next, we have Drew McIntyre challenging Big E for the WWE title. Wow. It's going to be Big E probably with a win. Drew needs to become a monster heel, and Big E needs to break away from the New Day. His title run means nothing right now. in my opinion. Just like Kofi's meant nothing. The way he was just dragging around the New Day with him holding the title, so it didn't make much, credibility for him. But we'll say Big E's going to get the win, probably. And then lastly, even though this is not the top title in the company, the last match of the night will probably be the Universal title. Roman Reigns defending against Brock Lesnar. We've seen this match how many times? Who cares who had the belt during the match? We've seen this match so many times. It's just a rematch after rematch, again and again. We don't need to see it again and again. And who's going to win? It's probably going to be Roman. He'll probably win because Paul Heyman's going to make us think he's going to help Lesnar, and then he's going to end up screwing Lesnar and helping Roman. I'd rather him screw Roman and help Lesnar get the belt, and then hopefully Roman never gets a Universal or WWE title run ever again. It's just not working. No matter how much they've done in the last year with this new supposed heel run, even though it's not really a heel run, I just don't buy it. So yeah, I'm gonna say it's gonna probably be Roman Reigns getting the win, but I would like it to be Brock just to get Roman out of the title picture. All right, that's my predictions for Crown Jewel. Share with me in the comments what you think is going to happen. I'd love to hear other people's opinions and thoughts, so please do that. All right, let's get to some news and rumors. On Sunday, October 17th, Rhea Ripley posted on Twitter a tweet letting us know that her gear bag was lost in Albuquerque. She says in her tweet, "I know this is a stretch, but if any of you have seen a black travel suitcase around Office Boulevard and Montano Road, please hold on to it and let me know. It has all my gear in it, including my title. Cheers." Wow. So she lost one of the tag belts and her ring gear. And then later on, I believe that evening, they had a show in somewhere in Albuquerque or New Mexico. They had a show, and she came out to ringside wearing pants that she borrowed from Damian Priest. So at least she was able to still work the show, but she did not have her tag belt. So I'm wondering what the response or reactions is going to be from that. If there's going to be any kind of consequences, or it's just like, hey, stuff happens, we'll get another belt or something. So yeah, I liked, if you follow on Twitter, Bailey replied to her tweet, calling her an idiot, saying, "Hey, I made that belt, go find it." Something like that. I love that. So Mustafa Ali was also busy on Twitter earlier on Tuesday, mentioning that his money that he makes for performing at Crown Jewel, he's going to donate his earnings to a charity. He doesn't say what charity or for how much or anything. Just says that the money he's earning from doing the show in Saudi Arabia at Crown Jewel, he'll be donating that money to charity. Hey, you know what? That's great. If you're going to donate to a charity, there's lots of great charities out there, and there's lots of really great ones that help a lot of great people that need help, and that's good. But sorry, that does not give you a pass for participating in a show where you are wrestling or putting on a performance and entertaining people who still have the idea that it should be part of culture to beat and abuse women, and women should not be allowed to even drive a car or be able to just participate in everyday activities that other women get to on a daily basis all around the world. But this area feels, no, that's a no-no. That just, no. I'm sorry. There's no excuse that you could provide for me saying that, hey, I'm doing the show, but this. I'm like, no, sorry, just don't do it. And finally, WWE brings in its 6th lowest viewership in history of Raw this week. We have a news report here saying, according to WrestleOnyx, the October 18th edition of WWE Raw brought in 1,593,000 viewers. 510,000 of those were in the 18 to 49 demographic to give them a 0.39 rating. That was the 6th lowest total viewership on record for the show. Well, if you watched Monday Night Raw, you shouldn't be surprised, considering we were given a lot of garbage, a lot of things we've seen before, bad matches, bad results, bad promos. The the promo between Goldberg and Lashley talking on monitors where you can see them staring at teleprompters and reading everything they're supposed to be saying. That was not going to move the needle any. So, what do you expect? Okay, come on. We said it before, said it again. Got to get some better promo storylines, and you just start pushing the right people and quit bringing in just guys that are juiced up and that used to be big stars at a certain period. There's too many good stars nowadays to just waste them. Okay, makes no sense what WWE does with their talent roster. All right, everyone. Well, that is it for news and rumors. There's no fan questions this time. I did not post anything out there ahead of time in case you were thinking, hey, wait, I missed. I usually send in questions. And I really appreciate everyone out there that sends me questions and topics to discuss and talk about. But just really, I am doing this predictions video at the last minute. It is Tuesday afternoon, evening that I'm recording this. And it'll hopefully be up later on this evening or early morning tomorrow. So plenty of time for you to hear my predictions and thoughts on the upcoming Crown Jewel pay-per-view. So yeah, if you're going to be watching the show, make sure you follow me on Twitter, PopCultureJunk2. I will be trying to live tweet as best I can, but we will see. I will have my toddler with me, so I'm not sure if I'll be able to watch the show completely live, but I will be checking in time to time and seeing what updates are happening there. And fingers crossed, I might be able to do a spoiler recap and result video as well. Well, everyone, thanks for listening. I'll talk to you later. This is PCJ, the Pop Culture Junkie. Signing out.